For today is Sumaya from France.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So I would say I asked this question via email as well. I got the answer, but the scenario is a bit different because I asked that question for my sister, and now that this is for me. So I'm using my home country number while living abroad. I'm living in France, but I'm still using my home country number for WhatsApp. So I'm learning Tajweed online, but the admin never told me that if I am outside my country, I would be charged 3 times more for the same lessons that other students get. So in this case, should I reveal that I'm living abroad or not? And is it even just in Islam to charge more simply because someone lives abroad and they have good living condition? Just for this fact, nothing else. Barakallahu feekum.
Ufirkum barakallah. First of all, it is a well-known fact that Muslims do not cheat, and they do not lie, and they do not deceive. If I'm providing a service, if I charge you a specific amount and I decide to charge people from another country, from Africa, from Asia, from XYZ place, a cheaper or a higher rate, this is my right. It's the service I'm providing. If I give my counseling session for people in this country for $120 and for this country for $50 or for free, nobody has the right to question me. You don't want my service, don't take it. Simple as that. But you don't have the right to cheat or lie. The question of your sister, I think, was about $25. And she said that, oh, that's a lot of money to be paid. What are you talking about? $25 for people who live in America or in Europe? It's peanuts. This is what they pay for a sandwich. But when it comes to Tajweed, when it comes to Islam, when it comes to learning Arabic, no, that's a lot of money. They should do it for the sake of Allah. It's not a charity organization. So the question is, when you know that they charge more depending on the country, and this is their choice, you're not allowed to use your Pakistani WhatsApp number because you are deceiving them while living in France, and you use Pakistani WhatsApp number, and they take your word for granted that you live in Pakistan. So they give you a discounted rate. And if you don't like this, go somewhere else. Sulaimani from Germany.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, I asked you the question yesterday, but I want the answer for the future, so I ask you again. At work, we had yesterday relaxation exercise, and the lady said stuff like deep breathing, relax muscles. Then he said some sentences like chill sentences. Their voice was a little bit chill, and he said things like energetic environment. And then I said to them, I can't do this because I have some medicaments, because I don't want to make this, because I fear that this may be kufr or shirk, because the Hindus do like this. And they said to me, okay, you don't do this, but you have to be in the same room and read something. So my question, Sheikh, I am sinful when I am in the same room with them and I read some, for example, a book?
No, you're not sinful, inshallah. Talha from the UK.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, I wanted to ask you, I'm a young lad looking to get married and I'm paying off debts as well. So from your experience having counseled people, etc., would you advise someone with very little money? I mean, how much should someone save, do you think, in your opinion? Or how do you think a person should navigate in my situation? May Allah reward you. Thank you so much.
Barakallahu feek. Akhi, this is not a one size that fits all. There are so many factors that govern such an answer. I don't know how much you earn. I don't know how much you're paying for your debts. I don't know how much you can provide for a marital house to your family. So if you have enough to rent a house, to put food on the table, to take care of expenses, and pay some of your debts, that is fine, inshallah. Mert from Germany.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
May Allah bless you, Sheikh.
And you as well.
Sheikh, I want to visit the uncle of my father because I heard that it's obligatory to be in contact with such relatives. But there's one problem, Sheikh. There's a problem with his wife. So his wife did, according to my parents, false accusations and very wrong things to my parents, like to my mom. And my mom says that in that house could be free mixing. It could be because of their children. His wife is a mahram to me, but the children are not. And to be honest, I really don't know if there could be any sin.
How is she a mahram to you?
Because of my grandma, she's a sister. Yes, she's a sister of my grandma. So she's like, that's a different thing, but she's my mahram.
Okay, so if this is the case, Mert, you have to go, and this would be a reconnaissance trip. You visit your dad's uncle, you connect to your kinship, you see your grandma's sister, which is her mahram, she's in the stage of your own grandmother, and you try to be kind to them. Whatever this woman did to your parents or to your mom, that's between them. It's not related to you. You don't have to take your mom's enemies as your own, because this is not Islamic. Whatever beef that was between your mom and her, that's between them. But what's between you and her is different. And if you find that there is free mixing, you just give salam and leave. Zeland from UK. Zeland. Daryl from the UK.
Assalamu alaikum.
Kamsamatullah.
So my brother has a girlfriend and he asked me to make, this is kind of similar to a question I asked a few weeks ago, but he asked me to make food as I'm the one who cooks, and a lot of the time the food he eats, but he can also give it to her. I've never actually seen him with her though, but I can tell from the past indirectly. And so since then, I've made it clear to him that I won't be making any food that he'll give to her as it's sinful. And since then, he's the one be eating it. But there was a time where I suspected he did give it to her. But so since I'm doubtful if he is the one who eats it or may give it to her as either or, am I allowed to continue to make food when he asks? But now before making it, I make it clear to him that I won't be making food that he gives to her. I make sure to ask him if he's the one eating it. And if he says yes, I ask him again to see if he's lying, and he says, no, he's not lying. So if I make it, am I sinful?
Yes, you are not sinful if you make him food to the best of your knowledge that he's the one who's going to eat it. If he betrays you and takes some of it to his girlfriend, that the sin is on him. As long as you don't know it, you don't have any proof of it, the default is it's permissible to make him food or sweets. Suham from the US. Suham.
Hello.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So, Sheikh, if I am, for example, if I made a mistake in Al-Fatiha, for example, and I went to ruku or sujood or got up from sujood, and I'm in the middle of a word, for example, Subhana Rabbi al-A'la. If I'm like in the middle of it, like and should I continue because it might change the meaning, or should I finish the word and then go back and recite the Fatiha correctly?
How long have you been Muslim?
Since birth.
And how long you've been praying?
5-6 years.
Isn't it a bit weird that you make a mistake in the Fatiha, which you recite at least 17 times a day, 360 days a year, multiplied by 5? and you do the math. Isn't it weird that you make a mistake? Or is this your OCD? Suham,
Yeah.
is it your OCD?
No, this is like happen in once in a while.
Like what? Show me the mistake.
Like for example, instead of saying Subhana Rabbiyal
No, I'm talking about the Fatiha.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, I forgot to like recite a verse, and I skipped a verse.
No, this is not logical. With all due respect, you have a problem. Nobody forgets a verse in the Fatiha and remembers it after he did sujood or ruku' or one full prayer. So this is totally bogus. Your question is not realistic. Nevertheless, if you remembered that you've made such a dire and serious mistake, even if you said sub, if you continue it, there's no problem, because it's gonna take you a fraction of a second.